The next tool we are going to talk about is using overstatements and understatements. This is something I use a lot in my own language. I hear a lot from you guys as well. Something I think that we're just really used to doing without really thinking about it. And maybe even not knowing that it has an official term. So let me talk to you about that term first. You can see it right here. That term is hyperbole. Hyperbole is used for either an overstatement or an understatement. It encompasses either one. And so you can use either that big fancy term, or you can say overstatement or understatement depending upon what you're actually saying. And the definition of these is an exaggerated statement or claim that is not meant to be taken literally. So when you say I'm dead, obviously we don't think you are literally getting ready to be buried, but it's an exaggeration of how you're feeling. So let's dig into this a little bit more. So again, it should not be taken literally. You're not saying this for somebody to think that's really what's happening. Common ones are like, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Like, obviously you're not going to go to a restaurant and order a whole horse, but we know that means that you are so hungry you could eat a lot of food. So they aren't meant to be taken literally, but they are there to convey a truth. So it does need to have some truth in it. So if you look here at our little cartoon, it says these shoes take 50 million years to put on, and here's what that would look like literally. This person is dead and the earth is turned into whatever. So literally that's not the case, but we know that means that this person believes these shoes are way too hard to put on and probably not worth the effort. So why would we use a hyperbole? First, it helps to convey your message in a witty and interesting manner. So again, if we go back to that shoe example, you could say it takes forever to put these shoes on. Well, that's a hyperbole. So let me back up. You could say it takes a very long time to put these shoes on, but that's kind of boring. And so you can say something pretty common like it takes forever to put these shoes on. That's why I said that. It just folds into our language so easily, I think. But you can get even more creative with that and say, it'll take till the next ice age to get these shoes on my feet. And it starts to become a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit more wit in there. And it's also giving the reader a little bit of a peek into the feelings you have on it. So by saying something like that, it lets them know that you are frustrated with the issue, not just that it takes a long time, but you're super frustrated. So let's look at a couple of examples here. We were only broken up for 15 seconds before he started dating my best friend. Were you broken up for 15 seconds? Probably not. But you're conveying that it was a very short time. It was so super short that it doesn't even make sense. Or, I've been waiting 100 years for that video game to finally drop. Well, it seems like you've been waiting a long time, but clearly it hasn't been 100 years. So that's where you will see those hyperboles or those overstatements and understatements come into play. And like I said, you'll probably catch yourself saying them without even realizing it, like I did in this video too.